parts that are difficult to find, more difficult than others. You know, most of my supplies are carried through HD Supply or other warehouses, but one of the tricky ones here is for this diverter valve. Oftentimes, well, not oftentimes, I found a few that were missing the little washer that goes behind the diverter here. So had a little bit of time today and figured I'd go ahead and get after this, because what I need is that little washer. And sometimes what works good for this is a pair of bone strips to pull that right out. Now I need to separate the deal from here, but I need this washer, which I can't seem to find anywhere.
And someone threw away on some other ones when they replaced the valve. Not good. But that's what I'm about to fix once and for all.
Yeah, it's just the tricky part is separating this.
So for odd parts like this, I like to bring the part with me to a store.
This diverter was leaking, so I figured it's a good time to get after this today. There we go. Got it out there. Now I can separate the washer, take this down to the store, try to match it up. Got a little bit of a drip there, so just put a piece of paper in there. That way I can drip into the deal instead and place the cartridges as well. Whatever needs to happen there. Okay, made it back from the store.
For stuff like this, a smaller hardware store works out good, as you can bring the part in and match it up. Not quite as convenient to do at a big box store. For some harder to find parts, you might only be able to find them online.
Yeah. And we've got a new washer and new diverter. And the new washer was just, it's a close match, it's not perfect match. That was the closest they had, but actually all it needs to do is maintain pressure from this deal on the deal to hold it in. So it should work out just right. There's our old one. And so we're going to test it on this one. Going to insert this here, insert our extension there, and then I'm going to put some lube on here. Extension will just make it so that I don't get it on my hands.
Because of a small drip from the spout.
It looks like I'll need to replace the cartridges as well. That's a different story. No big deal.
It's nice that we can replace the diverter without turning off the water on this style.
Okay, so the stock on this setup goes on the right hand side. It's inserted in. There we go. And just make sure our washer is seated up against the deal. I use my screwdriver to make sure of that. There we go. And now our insert goes here. Pushed a little water out there, but we'll leak test it after we get it in. There we go. Okay. And now we can leak test it. Good there. And we just changed the diverter, but I'll take the shower head this way. And the handle, and we'll change the diverter. Oops, got a bad shower head too. Always something, but our diverter's fixed now. I know we need a new shower head. I'm afraid of that. Okay, so we'll divert it back. Okay, in theory, turned off the water. Bring it back to the tub. No leaks there. Turn off our water. And have it back on, and this part's all set. Okay. And a new shower head for that. I'm going to replace the tub cartridges here, but the story was about the diverter and those sometimes hard to find parts. Now I got them. So I'm glad for that. I like to work those out. So I got like 6 of them, and I know of one where it was missing that I repaired it temporarily with a bottle cap, but I wanted to make it right, and so that's why I wanted to prove it out here first. It's a little more convenient, and then I can go and change the other one, because my bottle cap will work good and it hasn't leaked or anything, but I just don't like it. I'd like it to be right, but it did get me by. So, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in a pinch. I'll sit there. Thanks for watching Country Maintenance. Over out.
Standing on the edge of death and life, standing in between wrong and right. Light shines down in truth. Us will fall. Darkness fade to light. Pain give way to eternity. Just a test, it's a challenge, hurts or just give it all you got. It will pass, it will fade. What you see is temporary, what you don't see is eternal. It will last. Hanging with temporary pain gives way to what will last. Temporary pain will pass. This too will pass. Will find. Give way, let it fade. Help the weak.